Good morning, everybody. Hope you are doing awesome this week. Want to ask you a very simple question based on the time of the year it is. If you are in North America, specifically if you're in the United States, it's spring break time. Now, it might not be your exact week for spring break, but in our case, it is. And every time there's a spring break, I look back and think about what it was like before when I was in college, when I was in high school, when I was a kid, and how much fun that was to have this time where there was nothing going on. Unlike the kids today, we did not have homework over spring break. I got to relax. I grew up in Southeast Florida, so we had people coming down to Fort Lauderdale on our beaches. I now live in Naples, Florida. We have people coming down to our beaches. And it's a great time, and it's this awesome time for people who are of spring break age. And for everybody else, it's either nostalgia or a little bit of regret, wishing that something was different. So, my first question is for you to consider: how close is your current life to spring break? Now, not every day, but are you getting to do what you want with your time? And where this leads to is the second and really the more important question, which is: what is your default week like? In a regular week, how close is the way you spend your time to the way you'd like to spend your time? Now, of course, if you're no longer of college age or high school age, maybe you do different things than you did during your spring break when you were 21 or 19 or whatever it might be. But looking at your default week is such a big deal. And being somebody from Florida, watching people come down here constantly, looking for some sort of shift in their life, something different, something that's going to make them happier or feel lighter. It's been written about by so many authors of the person that comes down from either the big city or the hustle and bustle, the crazy life, and they want to unwind in a week. And they think there's something magical about the place. Now, sometimes there kind of is, depending where you visit. If you've ever been, for example, to the Florida Keys, there is a pace to the Florida Keys that is awesome. It's slow, it's chill. Don't care how fast you're going, the place is going at a certain pace, and that's what it's going to do. It's kind of like the islands. My parents are from Trinidad and Tobago. There's island time, and you just kind of chill. There's a way of approaching life that can be very different, and that can be very cool. But when we try to take that in the day to day, it can be very difficult. And so, what I'm going to suggest to you is that wherever you live, that you not worry about whether or not you're going to the beach or not, because you might be in a part of the world where that's not a weekly reality for you, but that your default week starts to look more and more like what you want your weekend to look like. And if you had a 3 day weekend on a regular basis, what would that look like? And how often could you have a 3 day weekend? So you might not be able to yet do it every weekend, but you might be able to do it once a quarter or twice a quarter or once a month, maybe even based off your vacation time. If you're not sure what you're going to do with it, if you don't have any big plans going on, you might decide that, let's say, the fourth Friday of every month, you're going to take off and you're going to have a 3 day weekend once a month. There's so many different ways you can do that. What I'm going to suggest to you is that in addition to making that 3 day weekend goal on a regular basis, as often as you can, that's one way of doing things. And in addition to that, to have a weekly life that you make as close to your ideal life as possible. Now, if you think about that, you might say, wait, I can't really get to changing my work schedule yet. I need to make a certain amount of money. No problem. Well, then that might have a lot to do with controlling your time outside of work, the time that you have the most control over, and slowly making that time, your Saturdays, your Sundays, or whatever days you have off, as close to your desired schedule as possible. And then starting to get better with your work schedule. Now, if you're an entrepreneur, you might decide that you're going to set a simple goal to say, okay, Wade, it is currently March. And what I'm going to do is in March, let's say I'm working 40 hours a week normally. In April, I'm going to work 39 hours a week. And I'm going to cut off on Fridays at 4 p.m. instead of 5 p.m. And then in the next month, in May, I'm going to cut off at 3 p.m. I'm going to slowly work my way out of my Friday. And my Friday is only really going to be stuff that is either cleanup work or follow-up work. And I'm going to do my most important work Monday through Thursday, or even better, Tuesday through Thursday, having Monday be a day to really prepare for the week. And if you take Fridays off, Monday's also a great day to get caught up on what happened on Friday that you missed out on. So I encourage you to really think like a teenager, think like a young kid about what you want your life to be like. Make your current life as close to that as possible as you can, and then start enjoying as much of your life outside of work as possible, and start creating a work situation that will allow you to enjoy even less time at work, enjoying what you do, and then more time outside of work. If you need help creating this and making this happen, we have a community called 3 Day Weekend Club, and you can join this for free. Go to 3dayweekendclub.com and start meeting with other people. Some are entrepreneurs, some are freelancers, employees, side hustlers, people who are looking to create a more enjoyable life outside of work, in addition to also impacting people positively with their work, but creating a better life, not just in work, but outside. Hope you're having an awesome day. Hope you have an awesome week this week. If you have any questions or suggestions, let me know. And as always, I look forward to helping you create the life and the lifestyle you most desire so you can best enjoy your family, your friends, and your life. Have a great week.